Hello and welcome back to the farm. Now if this is your first time seeing this face, then I suggest that you go all the way back to episode 1 so you can actually make sense of the journey. Now in this episode I'm going to be touching on two different types of fences that we built on the farm. The first one is going to be a traditional fence and the second one a modern fence, and I'm going to be explaining the reasons why we decided to implement those two different types of fences. Before we continue, I just want to say this is a t-shirt that I received from someone special, and it's just a reminder that it is our job to build our Africa. Make sure to follow along this journey because after the infrastructure, we're going to be talking about electricity, we're going to be talking about the water, then the animals, and then so you understand that our goal is to build a full functioning farm and make sure that the farm is also sustainable. Now tune in because this is going to be an exciting episode. I'm going to be showing you the reasons why I chose this route, and also maybe this is something that you might also want to do. So let's get right into it.
Magic mix. Call it the magic.
Mvuze yuko agira neza ukuri kose sinobambeshe siyo naba biwe oya
The first fence that we're looking at is what I refer to as the traditional fence, and it was specifically built for the cows, and we used local materials such as the wood, posts and sticks. Now as you've seen in the previous videos, I've shown you a bit of the fence and how it's woven together, and at the time the fence was affordable, and also it works because the cows are large animals and it's hard for them to squeeze between the gaps. And don't get me wrong, there are some downsides to this fence because of the weather, the termites, and the cows rubbing against the fence. Usually now and then we have to maintain it and see what needs to be fixed and changed. For the goats, we used a modern fencing. Now for anybody who wants to start a goat farming business, make sure that you keep in mind that goats are escape artists and they will find literally any hole or any space that they can squeeze through and slip out, and before you know it, they're gone. We decided to go with the wired fencing because it's more durable and more secure. The only thing is that upfront cost is way more than the traditional fence. Still, in the long run, it reduces a lot of time and a lot of stress while also keeping your animals safe. Alex, bro, you're taking for 6 years, bro. What? This was the first ever cow shed that was built, and there is no fence going around it.
That was good. See?
There you go. that is the completion of the traditional fencing surrounding the cow sheds. And not only the cow sheds, because just a little recap, before we built the modern fencing around the goat sheds, there was actually a traditional fencing surrounding that section as well. But it was only after we had enough money to build the modern fencing that we disassembled the fencing around the goat sheds and then built the more modern fencing for the goats. And now I'm going to show you how that was possible. Stay tuned as I'm about to show you the progression of the modern fencing.
tukaba tugira twubake rero korotire kugira ngo tucunge umutekano, turinde umutekano w'ibitungwa. Vuga korotire no twayipanze zunguruka hariya kumanuka yesu ni kuri korotire, kumanuka gakata ikora kuri irya raro ryo hepfo ririya mubona hariya niho korotire izozunguruka cyane. Nuko ibikorwa naho tugejeje ibikorwa ariko biracabandanya.
The next step was to attach a mesh onto the fence posts, and we decided to go with the diamond mesh. Now, because the mesh was 1.8 meters in width, we also had to figure out how we were going to install it, and these are the 4 different ways that we came up with, and we decided to go with the second one just because it made more sense as it had reinforcement at the top.
A few hours later.
Kazi kanse guhera. Ubu turi saa 6 z'ijoro, kazi turatakabandanya. Saa 6 z'ijoro akazi karacabandanya kugira ngo turabe duhejeje ibyo twashyize ku rutonde.
Urabona iki kitigeze zima cyane.
Kazi karaheze.
Thank you to the guys that really put in the hard work and dedication to making this happen. Couldn't have done it without you and your hard work.
When the world watching like an introvert, indulging my universe. I come at the show when it means sign, lonely road. Let the story unfold, no matter I go. I'm put on a show for those in the cast, I'm hoping it lasts. Paid attention, can't afford distractions. Move with purpose to make time for passion. Love my life regardless of what happens. Now that I'm back, no more hypothesis. Christian Lee but a gun, but he got shot. May he rest in peace. I'm not ecstatic to the eyes of the people. The walk is spinning, the walk is spinning, the walk is spinning, the walk is spinning. But mine still glitches, time and time again. Gotta stay conscious, pay homage. Won't let you down, I promise.